such great hugs with this job.
I was just saying, like, she's really practiced at the great hugs, so I'm glad that I got here a little later, so she was really good at it already. Thanks so much for letting me be here today. Talk about tough acts to follow. I'm Lara Galloway, the Mom Biz Coach, and I put Mom and Biz together with Coach only after much reluctance. And I will tell a little bit about that story today. I'll share that with you. I like to say that before I had kids, I had it all figured out. I had all the answers. I was smart. I did my hair every day. I wore cute clothes. I knew everything. People respected me and listened to me. And then I had kids. That was 9.5 years ago. I'm still recovering. I have 3 of them now, and it's been the most rewarding and the most humbling experience I've ever had. Motherhood threw me for a loop, and after hearing some of the amazing stories today that some of the amazing moms have shared today, it's tough to stand up here and look you guys in the eye and share some of my stories. Because when I had motherhood, it was a different story for me. It wasn't filled with, yay, great, this is so awesome, I could just sit here all day and cuddle and snuggle. That's the idea I thought was supposed to happen, but it wasn't. As much as I loved my kids, I was not loving being a mom. And I can admit that to you today. Some of you, I can see your eyes. Mostly I just see lights. But for those who I can see, it's really still hard to admit that, to say that I didn't love being a mother, because that was something that wasn't okay for me. It wasn't okay for me. I didn't accept that. I felt guilty and I felt bad. Because what happened before I had kids, like I felt like I knew what I was doing, and I felt like I was a good person and I could figure things out. And then when I had kids, there was no guidebook, no path, do this, then this, then this, and you'll get there. Whoa, who knew, you know? I was so confused. And I loved my kids, like crazy, you know, all of the amazing things you feel when you have a kid and you become a parent. But I was really dealing with having lost myself. And I was really keeping this a big secret. I didn't tell my husband. I didn't tell my friends. I didn't tell my parents, my extended family, my neighbors, my clients, my whatever. I didn't tell anybody. And I really tried very hard not to tell myself. I tried to just make myself feel something different. I don't know if anybody in this room has ever tried to do that. You don't have to raise your hand. It doesn't work. You feel what you feel. I didn't know that at the time, so I wound up with a nasty bout of postpartum depression. I dealt with it as best I could, had to go see a therapist, got some great mind-altering drugs that helped my life get better and my husband to be able to put up with me a little bit more. And that was good. You know, the therapy helped, but it still left me feeling alone. It still left me with my secret. It gave me some skills. It gave me some ways to smooth things out so I could sleep better, handle the mood swings, all the chemical stuff that was going on. But it didn't take away that feeling that I was alone, that I was wrong, that there was something wrong with me. And that was hard to deal with. I felt emotionally isolated. If that wasn't hard enough, my husband got a great job promotion doing something he'd wanted to do for a long time. He got to take over a plant over in Ontario. So we were living in Michigan. We moved to Ontario, to a really beautiful rural area where I knew nobody. And I had 3 small kids, and I was emotionally isolated and now physically isolated. And that was a real challenge. Speed up the story. I'm trying to run a business, trying to run a family, trying to keep all the balls in the air like any good mom would. And still not feeling so great, still feeling like there's something wrong, still feeling like it's a secret. Somebody, some great person, could be in this room, introduced me to Twitter back in 2008. I don't remember who that person is. I sure wish I do. I've told this story a lot of times, but I don't remember that person's name. Anyway, I got on and like everybody shared, didn't know what I was doing, didn't get the language, it was weird. And over time I hung out, and you know, a couple of times I would get on Twitter at weird hours of the day or night. You know, there could be all kinds of things going on in the background, kids screaming, throw up on the floor, whatever. I could just finish a business call and run right in and change a diaper, that's fine. And then I started tweeting about like the good, the bad, the ugly, like whatever was happening. I'd talk about food, I'd talk about kids, I'd talk about my clients, I'd talk about a workshop, whatever it was, I just tweeted about it. And something weird started happening. People started talking back. People started connecting with me. People started saying the craziest nice things. And I was floored that random strangers were just like hanging out there waiting to be nice to me. That's what it felt like. I was just amazed. And so I'd get on and say, oh, I'm feeling so bad. I forgot to send my kid to lunch with him at school today. And so he had no lunch, and he comes home and he tells me he's so hungry. And I'm like, great, Mother of the Year award, gone again. You know, and so I tweet that out, and you know what? I'm expecting judgment. I'm expecting and you know what I got? I got, me too. Me too, Lara. Don't beat up on yourself. He's okay. They got baby fat. They're fine. I was so grateful. I was like, oh my God, you people aren't going to like hang me out at the, thing and stone me or something because I'm a bad mom. And so that was kind of cool. So I'd get on and I'd tweet about some really funny things and share some cute pictures, and people would tweet and send back, and we'd talk about their pictures and their babies, and I'd ask questions about business, and holy cow, a whole slew of people much smarter than me would answer my questions, and I was grateful, and I'd say thank you, and I'd look for ways I could thank them. Like this whole community starts growing, and then sometimes I'd be up in the middle of the night, because kids, when they're first figuring out the whole sleeping thing, it's not obvious. They don't get it. Sleep, be quiet, don't talk when it's dark. Nope. So sleep deprivation, I'm up all night, whatever. Sometimes I can't get back to sleep, and I just can't bear to toss and turn in the bed. Hop on Twitter, up tonight, kid was coughing, kid's asleep, everybody's asleep, not me, wah. Here comes another mom, me too. Really? You're up? Oh my God, let's have coffee. What can we talk about? Hey, did you watch TV today? And you know what happened? It was my Twitter therapy. I couldn't believe it. If I had been able to tap into Twitter therapy and the Me Too community when I had had postpartum depression, I would not have needed those drugs, I swear. What I needed was people who got me. What I needed was to be connected, to be close to people who understood me. I needed to be close to those people that I understood. I needed to feel helpful and significant by being able to offer something valuable to someone who needed to hear it. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear your baby broke his arm. Oh, big hug. Send out something like that. That is so valuable. I had no idea. Random strangers, as we've heard many times today, were closer to me than my neighbors. Random strangers were closer to me. They were there with me in the moment, in the middle of the night, than my parents were, or than my husband was in the room right down the hall. It was so amazing. In fact, I started building such amazing relationships with these people, and I'd never really been in this online space before. I started building all these amazing relationships, and then weird things would happen, like, a girlfriend's pregnant, and so it's like, okay, great, I need to buy a baby gift. Well, it just so happens that lady I was tweeting about with, teething issues with her kid last night, well, she sells these beautiful layette sets that she makes from all organic cotton. Who knew? Hey, I logged onto her website. Hey, you sell this kind of stuff. Got any recommendations? Sure. She sends me this and a coupon code. Done. I'm buying from her. Now I'm a client. I love this lady. I can't get enough of her stuff. I tell all my friends. I'm retweeting everything on Twitter. She's getting more and more clients. She's saying thank you. Holy cow. I'm finding that the Me Too community is waiting to share things with each other, waiting to help each other, share some good finds or help out something. I'm blown away that these people are helping out. And little by little, actually kind of exponentially, my business took off. I couldn't believe it. Some woman that I admitted and had a great conversation about how, my daughter just peed on the couch, thought it was too far from the toilet. I'm trying to not be angry. Like everything I say and I expect it's going to be bad, I get the me too. And the me too builds relationship. And every time we build a relationship with someone, instead of pushing a message, hire me, do my stuff, I'm the best, you need what I got. Every time we do relationship building, we do so much more for our business, so much for our community that we share with. It's such an awesome opportunity. Every single business, every single person needs to tap into the Me Too community. Get some of that Twitter therapy. Help some people out. find some people in your tweet stream that you can say me too, that you can let them know that you get them. It's a great way to build relationships, and it's a great way to build a business. Thanks.
Awesome. Thank you.